Hello everyone, and welcome to Scrap to Piece. My name is Lydia, also known as Illustrata, and welcome to 2025, the first project of this year. We're doing a diorama. Well, this is technically a diorama, but it's also not. So what is the project? Sonic 3 came out last month, and my friends and I always go and see it every single time a new Sonic movie comes out. And initially, when I saw like Sonic 2 specifically, Knuckles was my favorite character, 100%. But then Sonic 3 came out, and Shadow easily became my favorite character. Are we surprised? No. So, I got this idea from Dinosaur. This is both his Instagram and his TikTok. He's also a Sonic fan. He got one of those jellyfish tanks where you can put like the baked jellyfish in, and it basically like hovers, and made it look like Shadow's preservation tube, I guess is what you can call it. Maybe, I don't know. And so I saw that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. So, but we're doing it a little bit different because of course I'm not gonna like directly copy him, but my idea is to get something similar but also make it more fantasy based. So I get to show you what I just got not too long ago at Walmart. With Shadow, I'm not going to use the motorcycle for anything. Probably just going to save it for a different project. But I'm going to touch up his paint job, add a little bit more like definition in the paint and stuff like that. And then tomorrow we're going to go to Savers and Desert, see if we can find some sort of lantern to put him in, because my idea is I can bring it to the Renaissance Fair and use it as a prop. Alright. It looks pretty cool, but this is not the time to be on a really ultra cool motorcycle. It's like, no, can't get me off the motorcycle. Watch me. Oh, I scuffed his face. Oh, dang it. Just my luck. So his hands aren't really articulated like the other figure was, but this is good enough in my book. Oh, he's so cute. He's so angry. This motorcycle actually isn't that bad. This looks cool. Sadly, it'll be used for other projects down the road. Sorry, Shadow. He looks pretty good. Can he stand on his own? That's a real question. You can. Alright, so it is now day 2 of said project. So, I was successful in getting a lantern of sorts to use as the preservation tank. It's a bit smaller than the other one, but this was the best one that I could find that could allow for me to customize it since it's mostly wood. So this is the lantern I found. It's not rounded or symmetrical, so I do like it quite a bit. I will say once I'm off work tomorrow, I might swing by Goodwill and see if they have any options. I even like swung by one of the craft stores and looked at their lanterns, but none of them were on sale, so it didn't really seem like it was worth it. Also, when I went to the craft store, I got this in preparation for a different project that is also Sonic themed. So, little hint for you. I love baby. It's great. It's already looking better. I'm also gonna have to make sure I fix his eyeliner because it's much pointy in reality. Now, with the darker coat, it looks a lot less matte colored. Oh, this feels dangerous. his mouth line is not even on his mouth. No, it just looks like his. Actually, it doesn't look too bad from the camera. But from where I'm looking at it, it kind of looks a bit weird. That works. Now he just looks more cute, like he does in the movie. This is like, Shadow's like the whole movie is either 0.1% scared, like angry, but then the rest of the time he's just adorable. Like, he's cute. Actually, looking at the reference photos, his crest is a lot more red. I think I'm gonna line his stripes with gold, kind of the illusion of the shadow form. No, emerald form. Oh, this made me so happy. He's styling. So I added some kind of more gold metallic details on the side, almost highlights, and then blended it through his regular highlights. It looks really cool. I'm very excited. Alright, so we are now back on this project, and I actually found a different lantern that I'm contemplating using. It looks like this, mainly because it's a little bit more symmetrical on all sides. It opens from the top. My main concern is that I want to take these out first. So if I can't get them out and it doesn't look good, I won't use this one or the other one. But if I can, I'll probably use it. Luckily, since it was at the thrift store, I was already kind of falling apart, so. Oh, they are nailed in. Covered white paint flecks. Ah, crap. But hey, that worked. Come on. Those nails are quite rusted. Back to business. Alright, that's one side done. Now I need to go grab my pliers to get the little stud out. No, I wanted to take out the stud, not break it. Ahaha, there you are. Since the beams came off so easily, I think I am going to just go ahead and use this as the preservation tube. Because the fact that it doesn't have a door from the top, that kind of works aesthetically. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the hardware and then we'll start on sanding this bad boy. There goes the top. Also for the handle. It's like a bell. This going on the side. Alright, there we go. So we got all the hardware, all the screws, that's all going to be set to the side. But what I'm going to do first is go through and scrape all of the loose paint off so it's a little bit less of a mess. And then we also have to clean the glass. So the lid is done, aside from the interior. Got a lot of white clay dust. Now for the actual lantern. All of these glass panes are held in by shoddy hot glue. Okay, let's see how well we can get this glass pane out. This means I can clean all the glass panes. Actually, Shadow, I'm gonna put you off to the side so you don't get paint dust all over you. There we go. Alright, so it is now fully sanded. I've also cleaned it off. Paint is scraped to a point where I'm okay with it. Still gonna keep the hinges off for now until it's fully painted and finished. And then, yeah. So my plan is to make this look metallic to start off with, almost like the preservation tube. Then kind of add like rust and just make it look like it's been sitting in a fantasy temple or something like that for a few centuries. Correction, I'm actually gonna start painting it black as a base coat. I have reached the inevitable spot in this project where it starts to look like garbage. Time to do rust. Is this gonna work? I don't know. Now it looks a little bit more like blood than rust. I have these game pieces that I'm going to glue in the center and a pattern around it, and using E6000. The hexagon pieces are now fully secured in there, so now I'm going to go in with my black metallic paint and kind of brush over them and kind of go from there. So we'll see. So it has blown my mind how much of this project my brain just goes blank, and I can't think of a single part of this project to do. It's been driving me up the wall. Like, legitimately, I've had multiple moments where I just sit on my phone because I have no idea what part to move on to next, or what's a good next step. And also like browsing a bunch of like inspiration on Pinterest when not really getting anywhere because the thing that I'm looking for doesn't necessarily exist in the way that I want it to. So that's why I have to create it, which is annoying. Next thing I want to do is put kind of like a barrier in through here. I have these cut out of cardstock. Basically just going to glue them to seal up this. I'll have to trim them down a little bit, but basically to create a barrier. So basically making this a concealed dome so I can stick the lights in it and it can be hidden, like the battery pack specifically. Okay, that actually kind of worked. I know you're not supposed to get these 6,000 on your hands, but it's a little bit inevitable. Okay, there we go. I also have to reiterate, this is not a project that I'm planning to use as product. This is a project for me. So if this looks tacky, it's my own fault. Also, the part I'm realizing is that I was supposed to put all of the papers like this on the interior. It's a little bit late for that now. Dang it, I think I trimmed this one too much. No. Yeah, a few of these have gaps in them, but I can either fix them with some crap. Dang it. Alright, time to add moss. Goes well with the corrosion. I think I'm just gonna take out the cardboard because it just looks tacky. Oh, yeah, I need to wash my hands because now one of my fingers is swelling, so that's great. Yeah, I need to wash off this A6000. So I realize, since of course we got Shadow, he doesn't necessarily have to be hanging in the diorama. Angry boy. Oh my gosh, I love this project so much. Even though it's been a pain in the butt. Oh my gosh. Shadow hasn't. Oops. I'm sorry. Shadow's been the best part of this whole project, obviously. It's just this darn diorama. It's giving me pain. Can he sit? No, he's too heavy up top. There you go. You ready to finish this? Okay, let's go. One of the next things that I need to do is start gluing stuff together, but the only problem is I don't have any Gorilla Glue, hot glue, which is really, really annoying, and it's also almost midnight, so I don't have time to go out and get it right now because nothing's open. I do have an update. I have these little kind of thick cardboard foam thing. I don't even remember what this is from, but cut them into little shapes so they can be glued on the interior. So that's gonna look really cool. And what I can do is that I can glue stuff onto here so it blends it in a little bit more. Yeah, because I also have to figure out how I'm gonna put the lights in here. this is a very large battery pack, and these are the lights we're going to install. These change color. I now have the glue sticks, so heating up my fine tip hot glue gun. I'm gonna clear out all the excess if I can, and then we'll get to work. I'm so excited. Finally. All right, this actually looks pretty good. Once this dry, I'm planning to go over it with the regular metallic. Looks good. Right, y'all need to see how cool this looks. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Okay, I did officially decide that I'm gonna use these lights. Just glue the battery pack in here. Because you shouldn't be able to see it unless you open it, which is kind of against the point. So, time to go ahead and glue these lights in here. And keep going. I'm still kind of unsure how I'm going to suspend Shadow, because it feels rude doing it around his neck. So I might maybe hook it around his back quills to kind of hold him up. So this is the front, and this will be held on by the back hinges. Attaching the battery pack right here, and then kind of arranging lights inside, because I still need to have access to the batteries whenever they need replacing. So, all right, battery pack is secured. Try not to be too hasty with the hot glue gun. We know this. My thought is kind of spiral inwards. I realize from this angle it looks like a weird mouth. It wasn't intentional, but I'm happy that that happened. This is how it's looking current. I think that's good. I'm still planning to put like plants into it so I can hang down. Technically, this is the back, but where's the button? This looks like. Put in a few hanging down kind of in the corners. Not to where they're super noticeable, but just so they're there. So once I'm done gluing these into the dome pieces, then I'll go in and bolt this side and the hardware back on. Looks like an egg sack, which kind of works for this type of vibe. Alright, I think that might be the last thing. Alright, we got the hardware back, so we can start assembly. Is that Matt Mercer? Actually, there's one more thing that I can do. Okay, and also that washer. There we go. So Shadow's not going to be like, I'm not a barbarian, I'm not going to have him hold on to his neck, I think. Oh. It's a bit better, but not there yet. No, he's just leaning too much far forward. I think I got it. Nope. Back to square one. I don't think he's excited about having to hang in the dome. I know, it's not permanent. That's why I'm not gluing it to you. Would you prefer me to just stick you in? Okay, let's do that. Even though it looks so much cooler if you were hanging. Now to put in the glass panes. Why are you stuck? You're not supposed to be stuck. Oh, haha. There we go. Oh wait, that's not the front. It's difficult making him not front. Oh, there we go. So I hope you loved this project and enjoyed following along with Adventures with Shadow and myself. I might also figure out some different figurines to put into the preservation chamber and not just Shadow, to give him a little break. But yeah, I think I'm good with just sticking to not having him attached inside, and I think he appreciates it too. Expect to see him kind of chilling out in some of the backgrounds of the videos probably. Who knows, maybe I might go get Tails and Sonic as well, because I do have Knuckles. Or even I can find a Robotnik figure, who knows. But this was a very fun project. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. If you haven't gone to see Sonic 3 yet, please go do so. It is fantastic, it is amazing. I think it's on purchase for digital now. I hope you all have an artsy, lovely day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye! Do you want to stay in the art room, or would you prefer a different part of the house? You want to stay in here? Okay, you can stay here.